the best toys for TGirls. Hi dolls, and welcome to a new video where I'm going to talk about my experience with toys and what has worked the best for me. If you're new here, I'm Kylie, I'm 23, and I'm a trans doll. And one thing that has happened over the course of my transition is as I take hormones and as time has passed, everything down there just works a lot differently than it used to, both in my drive and then in actual function. I think the biggest changes has been that everything has just gotten much smaller and softer and just more sensitive, which has meant that what worked in the past, just going at it, doesn't really work anymore in the same way it used to. For me, that meant needing to look into toys and just alternative ways of getting off, I guess. And I mean, what else I've noticed is that urges shift. In the past, since I'm bi, usually what I would fantasize about or think about would be being with women, or even if I was thinking about playing, it would be me topping. But as hormones have gone on and stuff, it's kind of switched, where sometimes I'll also be craving stuff that's I guess a little more receptive. But yeah, so a lot of that has just led me to needing different toys and stuff to play with to help me get to the finish line, if you know what I mean. And recently I had this really awesome brand, the Bad Peach, reach out to me. And they asked hey, would you like to do a video where you show off some of our stuff and try it out? And they let me choose a bunch of products that I thought looked cool. I have experience with doing toys and I make spicy videos, so I was okay. They also had some unfamiliar stuff, so I'm gonna show you guys a variety of what I got and just tell you all about it. First thing I want to show off is the flower dance. So the flower dance is their version of the rose toy, but I liked it because it was different looking. Now mind you, this is meant for people with vaginas. However, I am teeny tiny, so for me, I'm able to get it to work just fine, but do keep that in mind. What's really cool is it has a suction feature, which I haven't seen before, so let me turn it on. Basically, the top button will make it vibrate, and the middle one will give it this suction kind of thing. I'll put it on my hand so you guys can see. Okay, hold on. So it suctions to whatever it's attached to, and then once it's pulling down on ya, you can turn on the tongue, which has different settings. I've been playing with this a lot. I'm very blessed to have a small noodle down there, so this is perfect. In the past, most of what I would try would be wands, basic vibrators, but I'd always seen rose toys, and I finally got to try one and I love it. Next up is just a little ring. I'd wanted one of these for a long time, because when I'm with a partner, I when you're taking, when you're receiving, one thing that's always missing is there's no vibration, and so I'm able to put this on my male partners, and they can wear it as they go, and it just vibrates as it's going in. For myself, I also wanted to get something with a ring, because rings are something I'd never tried. I'm pretty small, but I just really wanted to try it out, and I got this little thrusting thrusting plug, and it's really big, and it's pretty nuts. This guy actually has a little remote, so I can change the setting with it or turn it on or off. Similarly, the remote also works for the ring. But yeah, I really like it. I've been using this literally every night. I actually just had to charge it. And it's kind of awesome. Even earlier on in transition, I'd use plugs and stuff, but never one that thrusts, and it's a nice combo. Okay though, let's get into the wild stuff. So, okay. Since we're talking about thrusts, I'm gonna show you guys the Phoenix. This is the Phoenix. It also has a remote if you want to use it, but let me just show you guys. Oh. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it's massive. Like, it is massive. It's, and this shape is, like, quite unique. I gotta say, I got a freaky side, and I'd always seen, like, I don't know, like, crazy looking, crazy shapes, and I always wanted to try one. So I definitely requested this, just totally out of personal curiosity. I've been like gradually testing it out and working my way down. Possibly TMI. The farthest I can get is the knot so far, cause like, I mean, look, it's massive. It's like, oh my god. But I really like it. It has a remote too, and it's just really powerful. So like, you can even ride it and stuff. Actually, if you want to see what I've shown off, and if you want to see it in action, I'm actually going to be posting a video to my spicy page. So definitely check it out. The name is Akira Rabbit for that. The next thing I got is called the Magic Suction Pro. I picked this out because it looks very different from anything I'd seen before. And like after getting my breasts done, one thing that was like, super important is just making sure that you like massage them and just, you know, show your tatas a good time. So I got this toy because it kind of seemed perfect for that. So it's these two suction cups that you put on your tatas, and then you start it by using this device. And there's just a bunch of different settings, and they'll gradually like kind of pull and just use suction and air to like pull, and it like kind of feels like a massage. It's sort of like a nice like in and out pressure. Both it's like super pleasurable, but it's also just like a really nice little massage. So I like it. It also has this little bean for your bean, which is great. It vibrates too. And yeah, this was a lot different than anything I've ever tried before. But like honestly, I didn't even know toys for like breasts were a thing until I saw this. I was really happily surprised when I tried it because it's really cool. The last toy is something I'm excited to show you guys. So I really like their boxing on this. I'm a sucker for good packaging, and this just reminds me sort of like an Apple box. But what's in here is something very fun. So like I'm Canadian. So in here is this cute little pink cage. I've tried cage play like once before, but I wanted to get back into it. I don't know if it's like common among trans femmes or if I'm just a freaky freak, but yeah, you like have this little cage and it's got this little lock in there that slides in to take it on or off. When it comes to cages, they're one of my bigger kinks. It's something I'm always a little nervous about because like obviously I'm not gonna wear it like under my clothes because then I'll just have a bulge showing. But like with partners in bed, I like it because it just makes me feel very receptive and like submissive, I guess. It's been really fun. As you can tell, I'm like blushing a bit as I talk about it, but yeah. Like I said earlier though, I will be playing with some of these toys in a spicy video. So definitely look up Akira Rabbit. Also, if you want to get 20% off everything on the site, you can use the code Kylie at checkout. Definitely check them out though, the Bad Peach. It's been a joy to get to work with them. Their whole team is super sweet and I really loved everything they've sent me. But yeah, and definitely subscribe and like and check out my other socials. Thank you. As always, I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Pookie.